They said what?
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Cut them off from being a church.
From being a nation.
Cut them off from being Christians.
From being a nation. That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Wow. This is strategic. That the whole purpose was to make sure that Israel not be a nation again. And I know some of you Christian folks that know the Bible and know theology and know history say, well, Israel came back in 1948. Those guys are imposters and lies. Go check out our lesson that we did. Only upon the truth will be able to stand. We did that week, what was that, week 27? Week 27. Go check that lesson out. Week 27, only upon the truth will be able to stand, and you will see that the Jewish people are imposters. They are not the Most High people. We are. So read that verse for them again.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Mm-hmm.
For they have consulted together with one consent, and they are confederate against thee.
Now, so the whole point, these nations sat down at the table. Great precept, Revelation 2 and 9. I know the blasphemers who say they are Jews, but are not, but are from the synagogues of Satan. Revelation 3 and 9. Same precept. Christ is in red in your Bible. Go check it out. Now, before we get into these nations, to break these nations down, you need to understand that there was a round table meeting took place in the earth. And the whole purpose of this meeting was to make sure that Israel never become a nation again. To make sure that we never know who we were again. And this is why all of our people's names have been changed. This is why for 400 years our people call ourselves black when we're not a nation. What culture you ever known of people calling themselves a color? This is why the so-called Christopher Columbus, which y'all thought was Spanish, but that guy's Jewish. He's Jewish. This is why he called our people Indians. The tribe of Gad here, so-called Native Americans. That is from the tribe of Gad. Had you ever heard of a nation called Mexico, prior to the 1800s? That is the tribe of Mexico. You ever heard of a nation called the Port of Riches? That's what they call the Puerto Ricans. That is the tribe of Ephraim. The people down in Cuba, tribe of Manasseh. The people down in Haitian, tribe of Levi. People in Dominican, tribe of Simeon. People of the West Indies, Jamaica, Bahamas, Trinidad, the tribe of Benjamin. We can go on and on. All of these nations, all of these people, names were changed by the Romans. Go look at them, who they were prior to the so-called colonization, and look at what happened to their name afterwards. Changed by Romans. This is why they call our people of Central and South America Latinos. None of them speak Latin. Latin is the tongue of Rome. How do I know that? Because when Christ was crucified, when they put above his crucifixion, the King of the Jews, they wrote it in Hebrew, Greek, and Latin. Because Rome speaks Latin. So let's take a look at these nations that are against us. Let's take a look at these nations who have decided to destroy our people. Verse 6.
The tabernacle of Edom.
Tabernacle of Edom. Esau. Esau is the so-called Caucasians, the so-called Europeans. What we call in America the white man.
And the Ishmaelites of Moab.
Ishmaelites are the Saudi Arabians.
And the
Moab is the seeds of Lot, which were the Jordans as well as the Palestinians.
And the Hungernes. Jabal and the Ammons.
Ammon is also other different parts of Syria and Palestine. Go ahead.
And the Amaleks, the Philistines, and the inhabitants of Tyre.
Amalek is also Esau, but it's specifically the people that was ruling of Esau, which are the Jewish people today. Amalek. You going?
The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them.
Assyria.
Assyria,
Yeah,
Assyria, which is also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot.
See, when Salah. So this happens. What happened was when you go back and do and research during the time of the siege of 70 AD with the Romans. Many of these countries that are listed here blocked the roadways and the paths so that our people couldn't escape, so the Romans would destroy us. The Ishmaelites are the people that initially with Muhammad, those who they call the Arabs, who formed the religion of Islam. Before any other white man ever enslaved our people, the Arabs enslaved us in Africa during the 10th, 11th, and 12th century. They were the one who contacted the Romans and let us know who we were. Go check it out in history. Those people, they like to say, when they talk about slavery, they say that black people were selling blacks. Those Hamites who had converted to Islam, that was selling our people to Edom. That wasn't Israelites. That wasn't us selling us. There were Hamites who had converted to Islam that was selling our people to the Esau, to the white man. It has always been a conspiracy to destroy our people. That's why some of you right now that call yourself attached to the Nation of Islam. That's why the people that are in the world, the Arabs, that's why none of them acknowledge you, because you're black. Because they know exactly who you are. They know that you're not Muslim. They know that you're Israelites. That's why they don't accept you. Israelite lives matter. And it matters to the point that they will come against our people to destroy us. This is what the Most High says in His word here. That not only our people in Jeremiah 5, but you see here in Psalms 83 that the nations are against us as well. And if you don't know who you are, how are you going to be prepared for what's to come? Today's lesson is entitled, for those who just joined us, Israelite Lives Matter. Now, let's go to Matthew the 5th chapter. Let me show you how important you are. These last few precepts that we're going to give you here, we're going to be showing you, and this is for our people. I'm pretty sure some people that may have came on with us before, they probably heard some of this and they long gone. So I know those who are staying with us right now, or those who are accepting or who have accepted that you're not black, that you're not African American, that you are Israelite, you are from the tribe of Judah, from the nation of Israel. And these last three precepts that we're going to give you here today, we're going to show you why you must endure. We're going to show you how important your life is. We're going to show you how important your calling and your purpose is. And how you must not let anybody or anything get in the way. We know it's difficult. We know it's hard. We know a lot of you are having to stand by yourselves and stand amongst one or two or three people. We understand that because we're living it ourselves. But we need you to see here that Christ is going to show us here in Matthew 5 is also in our next precept that you have to stand because our world, our kingdom, and the Gentiles, even the Gentiles that are against us, our lives are depending on us raising up to the truth. Matthew the 5th chapter, let's go here in verse 10 here.
Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall value and persecute you and say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake.
For my sake. Number one that you need to realize that there were no Gentiles in the place when this message was given. And we're not saying this to be facetious. We're not saying this to be racist. We're not saying this to be mean. We're getting you to understand that everything that Christ is saying here, He was talking to Israelites. Okay? Number 2. Read verse 11 for me again.
Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake.
Key word there is falsely. So if you're a drunkard and people are calling you an alcoholic, you're an alcoholic. Accept it, repent, and change. If you're a fornicator, if you're living a life of homosexuality, if you steal money, if you're a dope dealer, and these are not people hating on you, they're telling the truth. If you're taking advantage of people, if you're treating your wife bad, if you're a deadbeat dad and not taking care of your kids, if these things are being addressed, you must address it yourself and stop using it for excuse that people are hating on you. Stop saying that you're going through persecution and the devil is coming against you. Read it for him again.
Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you and say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake.
For my sake. So if you're dealing with the repercussions of sin, you cannot use that the devil's trying to take me down. No, you're taking yourself down. Verse 12.
Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you.
So when we going through these things, Israelites, when people don't want to have nothing to deal with you no more, when they're calling you crazy, when you're no longer getting invited to family functions anymore, when people laugh at you, and I'm telling you to my pastors right now, I want to encourage you because I know some of you have been talking to us, you're coming to us, you're seeing this truth, you're hearing it. And when you get voted out to church, when your other peers don't want to talk to you no more, when you're not getting preaching engagements anymore, rejoice. Because your reward in heaven is good, because so dearly did they persecute the prophets before. You think Jeremiah and Isaiah had a bunch of friends? You think everybody was rocking with Ezekiel and Ezra? So if they're telling the truth, they're not going to be feeling you. If you don't want to get into the Christmas stuff, you don't want to get into the secret Santas on your job, you don't want to go to the Halloween parties, you think they're going to want to be rocking with you? When you tell your congregation, look, we're not doing Easter no more, you think they're going to be feeling it? But read it for them again.
Rejoice and be exceedingly glad.
Rejoice and be exceedingly glad. Why?
For great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you.
Mm-hmm.
Ye are the salt of the earth.
Christians are the salt of the earth.
Ye are the salt of the earth.
The church is the salt of the earth.
Ye are the salt of the earth.
Uh-huh.
But if the salt has lost its flavor, wherein shall it be salted? Is it henceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under the foot?
When we don't walk in the calling that the Most High told us to be, the Most High considers us good for nothing. And this is why many of our people, our families, our communities have been trodden over by the Gentiles. So when you compromise for the cash, when you compromise to get along, to go along to get along, just know that that's the beginning of your destruction. Just receive that. Be ready for that. Verse 14.
Ye are the light of the world.
The church is the light of the world.
Ye are the light of the world.
Christians are the light of the world.
Ye are the light of the world.
The Protestant movement is.
Ye are the light of the
world. The
world.
Catholic Church is.
Ye are the light of the world.
Jesus, the white Jesus is.
Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid.
Cannot be hidden. I saw a commercial the other day for Las Vegas. For Las Vegas, they were using the death of those people that got killed over there to promote the casinos and the hotels over there. And it had the song, "This Little Light of Mine, I'ma Let It Shine." They had that playing in the background. I just shook my head. Let your light shine. You are the light. This is why Isaiah 49 tells us that we must be about restoring Israel and being a light to the Gentiles. They're not going to know what the real is until they see it in us. Just like it started in the beginning, it must end that way. Israelite lives matter. Read it for them again. Show them why they matter.
Ye are the light of the world.
Ye are the light of the world.
A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house.
You cannot sit in your crib. You cannot sit amongst your own circles and say, yeah, buddy, we're Israelites. But then when you go out, you're acting like you don't know that. You're acting ashamed because you don't want to be persecuted. You won't walk away from your church. You just keep going to get along because you don't want to be the eyeball. People say, hey, man, you coming out to church Sunday? And yeah, you could go every now and then for certain programs or certain little things. You want to go out and go back and visit the people. You know, go back and show love. But you can no longer be a part of the congregation. It needs to be known that you're not in the team no more. Shalom, bro. Good to see you on with us. Today's lesson is entitled, Israelite Lives Matter. Read it for him again. No, go down to 16.
Your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven.
Not to glorify you. Not for everybody to know you deep and got some truth. This is bigger than us. Stop separating yourself and promote the Most High. I see that a lot going on with our Israelite brothers and sisters. They want to make it seem like this truth is yours. This truth does not belong to you. This awakening does not belong to us. This is about the Most High. No man will get glory for this. Only the Most High. All praises belong to Ahaya B'Shem Yashar Rawawat, not man. So stop trying to make it about you, going live every 20 minutes, talking about you and what you doing and what you ain't doing and what church folk doing and what they should be doing. Stop making it about you. Read it for them again.
Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven.
Your good works is not just posting on Facebook. That ain't got nothing to do with work. What are you doing in your community? What are you doing with the young people there? And I ain't talking about going to churches, standing up and just trying to shine on people and call people out. Are you helping the homeless? Are you there for the widows? Are you being light in the community? The Most High didn't wake us up to turn into social media people. This is bigger than this. Verse 17.
Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
What?
Think not that I am come to destroy the law, or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Whoa. Read that for him again.
Think not that I am come to destroy the law, or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Wait a minute now. They telling me that I'm under grace. And Christ said what?
Think not that I have come to destroy the law, or the prophets. I have not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
So if Christ is saying this, and you say you're a Christian, why you ain't following the law? Verse 18.
Verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till it all be fulfilled.
Hold up, man. Nah, but they told me, man, because I'm under grace, that I ain't got to do that no more. So I can eat swine, I can eat pork, I can eat shrimp, I can eat crab, because that's done.
Verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass.
Has heaven and earth passed?
One jot or one tittle.
Not one jot, not one tittle, not one line, not one proverb, not one precept
shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled.
Has it all been fulfilled? Has Christ returned? Has the true nation of Israel been established? Verse 19.
Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
Read it again.
Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments.
So if you break it,
and shall teach men so.
So if you go out there in your church and tell people that you don't got to follow it,
he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them.
But if you do the law and you teach people to do it,
the same shall be called great in the kingdom of
heaven. You
heaven.
shall be called great in the kingdom. Israelite lives matter. This is why we took you to the beginning where we showed you that the law and the statutes and commandments was given to Israel. Therefore, if we don't know that we're Israel, we won't keep the law. And if we don't keep the law, he said he's going to do what?
He shall be called the least in the kingdom.
Do you want to be called the least in the kingdom? But if you do what?
But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
Israelite lives matter. This is why you matter. This is why you got to stand under the persecution. You got to stand under the ridicule. You got to stand under people laughing at you. Because if we don't do it, nobody will. Verse 20.
For I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, you shall in no case enter in the kingdom of heaven.
You shall do what?
For I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and the Pharisees, you shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven.
I thought we were going to heaven anyhow.
Ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven.
This is Christ. And what he mean by that, your righteousness is exceeding the scribes and the Pharisees, which means that now you can't just be coming up under the Moses law and saying you're going to get it done. You have to come in through Christ, through the blood of the Lamb. That's why 2 Corinthians 5:21 says, for he made to be sin who knew no sin, so that we may be the righteousness of God. So you don't just keep stuff publicly and make everybody, you stop eating pork and getting you into the kingdom. Okay? I need to put that out there. Just because you worship on the Sabbath and you don't go to church on Sunday mornings no more, that ain't going to automatically get you into the kingdom. Your righteousness must exceed the scribes and the Pharisees, which means now you need the blood of the Lamb. So don't just get caught up in this thing, I'm doing the law and I'm good. Because if you ain't keeping Christ, you're done. Israelite lives matter. Now, let's go to Revelation 7 chapter. And I hope you're writing all these precepts down. So next time some person come to you and you try to wake them up and show them who they are, and they telling you they don't matter, man, we all in Christ, man, you know, we all good, bro. I want you to make sure you show them these precepts. Revelation, the 7th chapter. We're going to start there at verse 1. Revelations, the 7th chapter. What you say?
That's right, preach. We need the blood of the Lamb.
All glory to the Most High. Revelation, the 7th chapter. Let's start in verse 1 here.
After these things I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor any tree.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried out with a loud voice to the four angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea.
Now, let's see what the seal of the living God is. Let's go to Ephesians. Let's go back to Exodus, the 12th chapter. Exodus, the 3rd chapter. Hold your place there. We're going to show you what the seal of the living God is. Hold up. I might need to take you somewhere first. give me 1 second. I just want to make sure I show you something first. Yeah, go to Exodus, the 3rd chapter. We're going to show you what the seal of the living God is. Exodus, the 3rd chapter. And read verse 13 and 14. Exodus 3, 13 and 14.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
And Moses said unto God, Behold, when I come unto the children of Israel, and shall say unto them, The God of your fathers hath sent me unto you, and they shall say to me, What is his name? What shall I say unto them?
So Moses asked the question. You sending me to the nation of Israel. You sending me to your people. What shall I say? Who shall I say sent me? Verse 14.
And God said unto Moses, I am that I am has said, Thus saith thou say unto the children of Israel, I am has sent me unto you.
Ahia, Ashur, Ahia is his name. Ahia, Ashur, Ahia is the Most High's name. This is the seal of the Most High God. Now, just wanted to show you that, just so that it be clear. That is the name of the Most High God, and that's what we're going to be calling on until we leave here. Now read that for him again. Read Revelation 7 again for him again. Verse 2.
And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried out with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads.
So that seal that's in their foreheads is the name of the Most High. Ahia, Ashur, Ahia. In the Hebrew, in the English is I am who I am, that I am. We ain't going to be calling on no Jesus. We ain't going to be calling no God. We're not calling on no Yahweh. None of that. I am that I am. Ahia, Ashur, Ahia. That is the seal that will be in their foreheads. Verse 4.
And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
No, that's out of the church.
Of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
No, that's out of the Baptist church.
Of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
Nah, bro, you reading that wrong. That's out of the Catholic Church.
Of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
Nah, man, that's no, it can't be right. That's out of the Jewish people.
Of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
Nah, man, nah. Let's read that for him. Let's start back at the beginning, because you got to be reading that wrong. Let's go to verse 4 again. Read it for him again.
And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
That got to be out of, no. That got to be out of the Holiness Church.
Of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
Nah, man. Hold on, man. Let me sit up here. You telling me that it's coming out of what?
Of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
Israel, lives matter. So if it ain't no such thing as the tribes, then we don't exist, and it doesn't matter, then what is this talking about? Let's go through this. Verse 5.
Of the tribe of Judah was sealed 12,000.
12,000. So the so-called black man, the so-called African-American man, tribe of Judah.
Of the tribe of Reuben was sealed 12,000.
So-called Aborigines of Africa, of Australia, and the Seminole Indians of Florida.
Of the tribe of Gad was sealed 12,000.
The so-called Native Americans.
Of the tribe of Asher was sealed 12,000.
The so-called people of Colombia. The so-called people of Argentina and Venezuela.
Of the tribe of Naphtali were sealed 12,000.
The Hawaiians, the Samoans, the Fiji Islands, parts of Japan, parts of the Philippines.
Of the tribe of Manasseh were sealed 12,000.
The so-called Cubans.
Of the tribe of Simeon were sealed 12,000.
The so-called Dominicans.
Of the tribe of Levi was sealed 12,000.
The so-called Haitians.
Of the tribe of Issachar was sealed 12,000.
The so-called Mexicans and parts of Northern Central America.
Of the tribe of Zebulun was sealed 12,000.
The Panamas, the Costa Ricans, the people of Belize, the people of Honduras.
Of the tribe of Joseph was sealed 12,000.
The so-called Puerto Ricans.
Of the tribe of Benjamin was sealed 12,000.
The people of the West Indies, the Bahamas, the Jamaicans, the Trinidadians.
And after this, I beheld.
Now, so if you're trying to tell me it doesn't matter they're the Israelites, then where are these people coming from? Tell me why was it put there? The church want to tell you, oh, these are spiritual Jews. Spiritual Jews? What verse is that? This 144,000 will be coming from 12,000 out of all these tribes. Those different people that I told you, that all their names have been changed. That's why Israelites matter. Now, get in verse 9.
After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands.
Now this is the Gentiles. Those Gentiles will come in because of the tribes. Israelite lives matter. Don't let nobody tell you that this does not matter. You need to know who you are. You need to know your heritage. You need to be walking in the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. Because without us being in place, we hinder verse 9. Read that again.